Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a subscriber request. When I put up my last, not my last video, but it could have been the last video. But one of the videos that I put up, it was the chicken enchilada video, and I had a lot of comments and emails asking me to show how did I come up with my 4 cups of cooked chicken, which I said in the video, you know, if anyone wanted to know how I did it, because I already had my chicken prepared when I started the video, simply because the recipe just only calls for 4 cups of cooked chicken. So I was, you know, I was anticipating whichever way you had your cooked chicken would have been fine, because that's the way I got the recipe. So, but I had a lot of comments wanted to know how did I do mine, and I am so happy to share this with you guys, because this is the way I used to do to get my cooked chicken for recipes. You know, recipes that calls for cooked chicken. It was a simple, easy, but delicious way to come up with my cooked chicken. And another thing I want to say, one of my subscribers, I consider her my cyber friends. We have become friends since I've been doing this video. I really think a lot of her. She's a very nice lady, Miss Joanne. She left me a comment and said that she do freezer meals, or either freezer casseroles. I can't remember exactly which one she said. And that she, like, you know, she would cook them and then she would you know, put them in the freezer. And so when I seen her comment, I said this would be a great recipe, or either a great thing for her to, like, if she have recipes that she gonna do cooked chicken. Because a lot of your recipes, easy recipes, or simple recipes, I call it, they calls for, you know, the chicken, already cooked chicken. And a long time ago, I used to get the cooked chicken in the can, or either when the rotisserie chickens came about, I started using the rotisserie chicken and whatever. But anyway, I just want to tell you, this is what this is the request that you guys left in your comments for me to show you guys how to do my cooked chicken. So let me get started, because I'm gonna go to the stove and brown the chicken, and then it's gonna go in the oven, and I'll be talking to you guys as I go. But first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season my chicken breast. I got 4 chicken breasts, and you can cook, if you're gonna do it for the freezer, you can do as many chicken breasts as you would like, because I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna show you how I get it ready and put in the freezer when I get to that part. But what I do, I season my chicken breast, and to me, I consider this kind of a neutral seasoning, so I could use it in several recipes. If it's the recipe, you know, I don't put nothing that won't just carry over into a recipe, no seasoning with some type of flavor that just might not go with you know, certain recipes. But right here in this container, I got a teaspoon of is I got it right?
Come down with it. Come on down.
I got a teaspoon of onion powder. Usually I use granulated onion, but I couldn't find it when I got this, so I'm trying to use it up because I don't particularly care for it. And then I got a teaspoon of the granulated garlic. And this right here, let me tell you what's going to be going on with this. I have a teaspoon, I mean, it might be a teaspoon or either half a teaspoon of this pink Himalayan salt. And I got about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then, let me see. Come on, I'm holding it right to it.
Yeah.
Well, I normally use, this is what I normally use in it. The Lawrence low sodium seasoned salt. I usually put that, and when I do that, I do not put salt in it. But I do, that has salt in it. It don't have a lot, but it have just enough for me. But since I'm gonna be using this, I was so glad to find this here all-purpose, like, well, yeah, all-purpose type season by, let me see, can I call his name? Tony Cheshire. I'll give it a try. You know, I'm showing you the container. Is it that right? I'm showing you the container so you'll know what it is, because you know, I butcher up those names. Tony, why you pronounce that, Gary? Chichira? Tony Catchera, Shashira, whichever one. This right here. You see, guys, it's no salt, and I've been looking for any type of herbs and seasoning and stuff with no salt in it, so I can control the amount of sodium that I put in there myself. And that's a good thing. And then I'll tell you about the black pepper. I got all of that in this here little mixed up in these seasoning that I'm getting ready to season my chicken breast with. And then once I season this chicken breast up, I'm gonna go over to the stove, and I'm gonna just kind of sear it on both sides just a little bit.
Like the olive oil.
Huh?
The olive oil.
Yeah, the olive oil is what I'm going to, you know, be browning it in. Sometimes I do a little butter, but I'm just going to do the olive oil. Okay? Thank you. Because, you know, my husband knows I forget sometimes when I get to talking, but I try not to. But when I get them season this chicken up, now most of the time, you guys, I season my chicken and I have it in the refrigerator and then set it out and do that. But I wanted to do this like in video form so I can show you guys what I was doing. So I'm gonna season it real good, and then I'm gonna go over there to the stove, and I'm going to I'm not trying to cook it, but I'm just going you know, just sear it on each side a little, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. And this is something you need to be very mindful of. When I put it in the oven, I got a baking dish, and I got it lightly sprayed with a little cooking spray. You're going to cook it hot at 450 degrees, because you know, a lot of my subscribers and people just watch my video, they know that they already seasoned cooked. And you know, if you don't get this here chicken breast just right, this stuff gonna be it's gonna be dried out. So I found a recipe one time years ago saying how, you know, to cook it on how to keep the moisture in. And I tried it, and it was just exactly what I needed. Because I used to, when he would fool with a chicken breast years ago, and I said, oh, that's what it is. You go trying to cook it kind of slow, it get tough and dried out. Because believe it or not, I have had chicken breasts for guests and stuff. They just couldn't believe it. They were saying, like, Clara, I think I'm going to use all this seasoning, so I'm just going to go ahead on and put my hands in it. Because I like to season well. Because just you can see that these seasonings is sort of neutral, because I'm just trying to get the flavor off up in it. And whatever you see, for like if you're going to do it, like they said, whatever you have left over, especially if you don't put your hands in it, you just go ahead on and discard that seasoning, because you got to touch this raw chicken. I don't need to tell you that, but I think I'll speak it, because like I say, I may have some beginner cooks. And you don't want to get yourself sick. You got to be very cautious, you know, use safety precautions when you handling handling food. You can get yourself sick. Okay, I'm gonna put this on it. I like a lot of seasoning on it. I'm trying this here for the first time, the no salt stuff. So I hope it got enough herbs and seasoning. I'll tell you one thing, I don't think it's got in it like the just the regular Tony Shashira or whatever his name, that, because I use this I use his other seasoning, Creole seasoning, and that stuff almost make me sneeze my head off. And I was kind of skeptical about it when I started to you know, get this ready. I said, oh, let me get ready to sneeze. But I only sneeze just a little bit. Well, okay, you guys, I got it seasoned up, and I'm gonna meet you back over at the stove as soon as my husband get the camera turned around, and I'll show you the next step to this this process. Okay, you guys, I got my stove. I got my burner turned on to 6, and I got approximately 2 tablespoons of this here olive oil in there, and I think it's about ready. Go ahead on. I was just thinking, with my other skillet would have been big enough, I could have put all 4 of them in there. Remember, we just kind of searing it a little bit on each side. So we're not trying to cook it, and you don't want to try to cook it too long. I could put another one in there, but I'm going to let it stay like this, so, you know, you can just make sure you see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead on, and I'm going to turn it over. This shouldn't take no more than about 2 or 3 minutes, so I don't think I'm going to go off camera. And remember, I told you I have my oven turned on 450 degrees. I rate that's Fahrenheit, I don't know, but it's on bake. I make sure when I'm doing this, I just do it just enough to get a little brown sort of, you know, it don't get brown, but just get enough little color so I know it's seared. And this here smells absolutely terrific. And if you fix chicken like this for whatever reason, then you'll probably get the concept just like I did the first time I tried it. Oh, this is how you cook chicken breast. If you don't know already how to cook chicken breast, this is how you do it. And that's all I'm going to do to it. And I'm going to lay it over here. This greased bacon dish. Because I don't want to go too far with it. Because like I say, chicken breast is something that, you know, you can easily overcook that. And I promise you, when I've had chicken breast, I've had several friends ask, how do you get that chicken breast so tender and juicy? Because I use about the same technique if I'm going to just fix chicken breast, either make a dish with it. I have a dish that we tried down at, where do we get that chicken breast? Is it, Is that Chili's where we get the chicken? Like that chicken breast with the it's like a chicken breast fillet. It has the onions and peppers and have that cheese on and the mashed potatoes on side.
Not sure.
That's what you ain't sure. I believe it's Chili. I done imitated it, so we done forgot who I got it at, but we love it. I love it. That's one of the things I normally get, and but I fix it at the house. I do this chicken just like I'm doing now, and I put it in the oven like I'm doing. But I put a lot of different seasoning and stuff on it then, and then I put it in the oven, and I kind of saute me some onions and peppers. Then I take it out the oven. And just once I know it done cooked, maybe like that 15 or 20 minutes on that 400 degrees, and then I usually I do it 15 minutes, and then I put that onions and peppers on top of it and cheese, and then I melt it down, and then I serve it over some garlic mashed potatoes, and that chicken breast be just as tender and juicy. Like I told you guys, I went real light on the seasons so that you can use this with a you know, in a lot of different recipes. You not only can use it in that enchilada, but you can use it in a lot of different recipes. I went very light on it because I think in that enchilada, the chicken I had cooked especially for that recipe, I had some enchilada or whatever, and then normally when I'm fixing this here to put it in the freezer, I may sprinkle a little paprika on it, a little chili powder, a lot of different things. But I'm gonna let you use your taste buds and imagination as to what type of season you want to put on it. But I did that season to let you know. To show you how, you know, it'll be just some good seasoned chicken when if you want to use it in when you use it in a recipe. Stop sliding around, Pan. And that's all to it, you guys. I'm gonna get it put in the oven. And I got my timer set on 20 minutes, and I'll probably check it at 15 to see, because it's between 15 to 20 minutes according to what size your chicken breast is. And then when I come back, the chicken breast is gonna be cooked already and cooled down, and I'm gonna show you how I cut it up and put it in the freezer bag to get ready for the freezer, or either you can just it'll be ready for you to cook whatever dish you're going to use it in. So I'll see you guys back in about 20 minutes. Okay, you guys, the chicken has finished cooking, and I've been letting it cool for maybe about 15 or 20 minutes. Normally I let it cool completely down before I do this process, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going ahead on and show you what I'm going to do and in this process. Well, I took it out the baking dish for the cool, because my dish is kind of heavy and it takes it long to cool. Take it a long time to cool in that baking dish. But this is the chicken, what it looks like once I got through baking it, like I told you I was going to bake it. Now, and then you know, when it's cooling, the juices redistribute itself back in there. So I'm gonna show you. So what I'm gonna show you what I do is how I cut my chicken up, and then I have my 2-cup measuring cup over here. I measure me up 2 cups of it, and then I This is the way I freeze. This is a freezer. I put mostly in a quart size freezing bag. And I got it marked 2 cups of cooked chicken. And then I got the date on there, the 3rd night, 2020. That's the way I'm going to put it in my freezer. So when I, when I get ready to use it for a casserole or whatever I'm going to use it for. Now I cut my chicken this in bite-sized pieces simply because I don't like, me and my family, neither one, we do not like shredded chicken and stuff. So most of it, we I always cut it in just bite-sized pieces. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. And it's still kind of hot, and I normally don't cut it when it's this hot, but maybe it won't show out for me. I mean, maybe it'll work. And I'm not going to do all of it. I just want to show you guys the process. Then I'm going to go ahead on and end this video and do a thumbnail, and that will be it. But because normally I can just, when it's cold, all I have to do is just chop down in it. I don't even have to cut it like that. Just chop it, and I can always cut it, just straight across, so the meat won't be stringy or whatever. Okay, after I cut it straight across like that, I just normally going to chop it in like I say, in bite-sized pieces. And this chicken is really juicy and just as tender. And it'll stay that way once you freeze it or whatever. Cook it in your recipes. Be just fine. Like I said, if it was thoroughly cool like I normally do it, it would be different, but that's take a little bit more long. I mean, a little longer than I have time for today. I should have just put it on over my measuring cup. Cut my finger. Knives are never sharp until it hits your finger. That's a little big. And before you put your chicken in the freezer, you know to let it cool completely off. You don't put it in the freezer while it's warm. Just make sure it's thoroughly cool. And then you I was trying to think how long I have letting it stayed in the freezer before I used it. I know it, I can remember the minimum amount of time is a couple of months. Like I say, when I was doing all this, I never thought that one day I'd be doing videos that I need to remember all this stuff. That's the reason I can't remember a lot of things. But if you want to make you just a chicken sandwich, you can. This chicken chicken breast is real good and flavorful and everything. I want you to see what it looked like on the inside. Let me get a paper towel, wipe my face. Since stove is hot over here and it lights. Whew, Jesus. I answered a lot of you guys' comments, but I haven't. Some of them I haven't answered yet. When I did the I had someone that asked that said they wanted me to do the sloppy Joe, and when I did the enchilada, and that will be coming next. But we had my daughter-in-law, grandmother, she passed, and really been had me sad, and then I've been having, had to go out of town to the funeral and stuff, so I haven't, it was just this past weekend, we just got back home yesterday. I really haven't did the videos that I had planned on doing. When stuff like that happen, you got to put other stuff on hold. She was a very dear woman. I thought a lot of her. Well, I loved her. She was a very, very, very sweet lady. Very genuine lady. And praying that the Lord give the family strength, to deal with the process that they're going to be going through with her no longer being with them. But if I've been acting a little sad or whatever, that's one of the reasons I started not to even speak of it, because I didn't want to get sad. See, this is a very easy process, you guys. And I'm so glad to share this with you all, so that when you get ready to, when you have a dish that calls for cooked chicken, you don't have to get, because it was a lady told me that they sell cooked chicken like this. I was telling about a recipe that I had did. I forgot what it was. I told you guys I used to just really collect recipes, and I got a friend, she did the same, and whenever she found something good, she watches my videos. She know what I'm talking about, because she had just really recently shared some more recipes with me that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. We would just try, we enjoyed it, we loved it. So I mean, I have tried, I couldn't even think of the different recipes I have tried down through the years of stuff. And some of them are just really good recipes. And it's just certain types of recipes that I try. Now I tried some I call them fancy recipes. Calls for a whole lot of whatever. But during the time that I was raising my kids up, I didn't have time for that situation. So I did simple, easy recipe that just worked out perfect for me. That's all to it. I about to cut all the chicken breasts up. But just wanted to show you guys how I did it. Like I say, this is for, do you see my silver spoon like this? The big one that I normally use. Okay. This I'll show you. I was trying to leave this over here so y'all can see what I was doing, so let me put it on over here. That's normally about the size I cut the chicken, these cubes, or maybe just a little bit smaller. Then I measure out that 2 cups. Reason I say the 2 cups because most of the recipes I did, except for that one that I had, calls for the 4 cups. It calls for 2 cups, but I put it in the 2 cups bag, and if it calls for 4 cups, I would just, when I freeze it, I would just get 2 of the cups out. And then I just pour it in this bag. My husband bought me I think, what you bought me that thing for Christmas here? That, what is that? I even can't call the name. I can't call it because with vacuum sealer. He bought me that, and I think when I use it and see how it works, I'll probably go, you know, share it with you guys as to what I'm doing, you know, how I'm gonna use it, because in the summertime I freeze peas and stuff like that, and so I was gonna see how that worked with that. It would give us more room in the freezer and everything. And this is it, you guys. This is your cooked chicken, and this will help a lot of us out, working mothers or whatever. We got to, you know, I always say work smart, and it's easier, and then that's what make it to me fun, cooking meals for your family, especially when they enjoy it and tell you how delicious it is, when you have everything planned out, properly planned out, and don't just, you know, be doing stuff off the cuff or on the fly. So this is it. That's your cooked chicken. And look for your Sloppy Joe video coming next. So you guys, I really enjoyed doing this for you. It just made me feel good that some of y'all wanted me to share this with you, because I feel that you will save a whole lot of money doing your own cooked chicken and stuff like this, and putting it in the freezer and have it ready when you want to do a casserole. You can go in the kitchen and do a casserole with that chicken already cooked like that. You can do a casserole in probably 20-30 minutes, according to how long it takes to cook, and normally it ain't too much to mix them up. But yeah, I got that chicken at Sam's Club. And so that's all I got to tell you guys in this video. Until my next video, I'm going to say, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe and hit that notification button to be notified. And let me know in the down in the comment section, did you think this was a good idea for your chickens and your cooked chicken in your various casseroles or any kind of dishes that you would need your cooked chicken. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.